Hi there, it's Sandra with Bruce City Thrifts. Today I'm at the St. Vincent de Paul, St. Vinny's in Waukesha, and it's a Thursday after work, and we are going to go in there and see what they've got. Hopefully we'll find some koa wood. That's what I look for when I'm here. So let's get in there and let's hit it. So I'm kind of a fan of storage boxes, and I do relatively well with cardboard decorative boxes like this one. This is a Bob's Boxes box. Now, what I'm looking for usually is Punch Studio. Those go very well for me on eBay. Bob's Boxes don't do badly, and it depends on the design. This one I think I'm going to take a chance on, and it goes in my cart. I'm among some planters and vases, and I noticed this pretty little vase. I love the blue herringbone pattern. I love the shape, and I'm looking it over. It's affordable, $2.89, something like that. There is a small chip on the rim, and it's not marked. This time I pass it by. Still among the vases, I am looking at this pillar vase. It's cased glass, and behind it, this green glass vase catches my eye. I had not seen a vase like this. It has an applied clear glass fringe along the top. And I was puzzled by it. I'm like, did something break at some point? I was really feeling it over. It does not seem like something broke. It is hand blown and it was heavy. So I had to look it up, and unfortunately it's doesn't go for a whole lot of money, and it is pretty modern. So it was interesting, but I left it behind. Still in the vases area, I see this vase. It is a green marble vase, and I am kind of partial to things made out of stone. I just sold a green marble mortar and pestle that I had picked up not that long ago. It went fairly fast. So I'm thinking, green marble might be a thing. And I love it. I love stone vases. So I decide that this will be the first thing I put in my cart. It is a little bit pricey, but I'm going to take it. In the tchotchke aisle, there's a lot to look at. This little baggie here had a little ceramic vase that I took a quick look at. Then we've got some art glass dolphins. This one's a nice size. I have one in my inventory that I'm trying to move, so I'm not going to pick it up. Then I saw this Department 56 little ornament. It's adorable. It's got a little angel holding a kitty cat, but I was going to move on. I noticed next this. This is a hand-carved puzzle box. I do like puzzle boxes, and they do sell for me. This one is nicely done, a nice wood grain on it. It's got a good weight to it. A little dings on a couple of those tips, but not bad. So I'm looking to see that all the pieces are intact. And you've got the interior compartment has felt. So all the nice pieces are there, and I think it's well done, handmade. So this is going to come with me if I can get it back together. On the lower shelf here, I found a drum set. It's a matching set of ceramic based drums, and that is real animal skin on the top. So this could be some sort of um, ethnic cultured drum. I don't recognize it, and they are asking $10.99 for it. It's a nice set, but I decide to leave it there. Scanning the shelves, I notice this little guy. Now, he's pretty beat up. He's lost his eye. He's got a big scratch on his chest. But I love the shape and the hand painting on this. Turning it over, the other side is looks pretty intact. And I just think it's adorable. I'm kind of in love with the gold yellow paint. Maybe it's more like a mustard yellow with the details that have been added to it. I just think it's charming. It stands alone. I love this piece. So even though it's damaged, this is really something I shouldn't be doing, is picking up damaged items, but I decided to rescue this guy for $1.99. I noticed this bag of glass, and as I pick it up, I see the iridescence and I see that they are fish. This is a bag of, I'm gonna guess, about 12, 8 to 12 fish, and I think it's purely decorative. One might be a paperweight when you've got this many. I'm not sure how you would use it, but I bet there's a lot of different ways, and I like the fish, and I put them in my cart. Here's a handmade wall pocket. It is ceramic. It's kind of roughly hewn, but it's got a nice boho look. I debated it. I decided not to get it, but I did think it was a very, very pretty piece. Here in the candle area, I noticed these green and white swirl glass votive holders. They look to be hand blown. It's a matching set and it's a nice color. Behind them are some really pretty hand painted pottery bird taper holders. They're ceramic. There's a matching set of four. This one was my favorite. It had the most decoration. I'm gonna guess they're Mexican, and they're sweet, and I was thinking about those. And then behind them I picked out what I thought was salt glazed pottery. It may have been. It was not a company that I recognized. It is local. It's made in Delavan, Wisconsin, not far away, by a company called Shadow Lawn Potteries. There was a crack on it, which is why I did put it back on the shelf, but that was an interesting find for me. I saw another pair of interesting stone or marble. This could be alabaster candle holders. These are pillar candle holders, a matching set in a beautiful white stone. And I think if I didn't not already picked up the green vase, these are Italian, so likely alabaster. I probably should have picked these up and put the other vase back, but I left them on the shelf. I was really not sure if I could. I thought this was an interesting clear glass bowl because it had a texture that made me think of recycled glass. It was a very, roughly textured glass. I was looking to see if I could make out a signature there on the bottom, and it looked like E.O. Brody, which I associate as a mid-century glassmaker. I don't think it tends to bring in high profits, but I did like that bowl. And then I noticed this Row Pottery mug. It is Row Pottery, salt glazed, and you guys know I pick up a lot of this around here, but this one is specified for a town, and so I leave it. And so it seems that today's theme is marble or stone. This gorgeous bowl is just gorgeous. I loved this bowl. They are asking $29.99 though, and even for myself, I'm thinking, while I love it, I just don't know I can do $30 for it. What a beautiful piece, however. I decided reluctantly to leave it behind. $10 cheaper, maybe. Here is a stack of really pretty pink depression glass plates. You can see there is some center etching on the octagonal edges and some radiating lines. Now they're asking $4.99 per plate. And while I like the fact that this is depression glass, I don't think I can make money at that price. So I'm going to leave those behind. Above them was a pink depression glass tidbit tray, a little bit, the price was a little bit better. Behind that was a Boston baked beans crock, and also a nice item. I don't know if that is from Boston, and it was priced up a bit, so all of those stayed on the shelf, but some nice items there. Here among the china, I noticed this plate. It's got speckled background and an orange flower. It reminds me of otagiri cups and products, but I think it's more contemporary. It's a nice plate though. It's hand painted. And then I noticed these plates. This is Waverly, and the print is Garden Room. I just really like the design, the black and white flowers with the geometric edges. Here is a cobalt blue swirl bowl, and behind it, very pretty bird plate. This is by Pier 1. It was a little bit beat up, but I did really like the design there. That's a nice plate. Behind these giraffes, I noticed these plates, also a design I really liked. These happen to be mud pie, and my sister collects mud pie, so I sometimes pick up mud pie things for her. This set of 4 lunch plates, unfortunately, one of them was chipped, and I didn't want to do just 3 plates, so I left those. And then I noticed this lidded sugar bowl, potentially. It's a little bit big for a sugar bowl. It's got hand-painted roses, got some age to it. Very pretty, but I decided to pass today. On this end cap, I noticed these orange lusterware teacups by Fire King. They're really pretty. I'm not a big lusterware person, but I definitely admired those. And then over here is a pink depression glass plate and a little candy bowl or sherbet bowl. They were not a matching set. Below it on this shelf is one of the plates that we saw earlier. I need to take it back to its friends. This was a super pretty pair of glass vases. It's white swirled plate, case glass, and hand-painted roses on the outside with a blue rim. Super pretty. I'm thinking 1960s or 50s. They're asking $6.99 for each, and it's a little bit higher than I would want to pay, but those were super pretty. I was glad to see them. So check out the prices on the items on these shelves here. This is a lovely mid-century partridge with a drip glaze. They're asking $17.99 for that one. Moving along down here, we've got a frosted blue apothecary jar. It's Indiana glass and it's vintage. They're asking about market value, about $10 is what it goes for online. Up here, I really like this jug. It's Raccoon Mountain Sorghum Syrup. I really like the name. It sounds really down home, but those don't really bring in a whole lot of profit. Next to it is this Hager sculpture. I am trying to pull it out to get a better look. Now, it's definitely vintage. It's Hager. They're asking $35 plus. When I looked it up online, the most recent solds I saw were going for like $10 to $15, so way overpriced compared to what you can get for it on eBay. Here I'm picking up a hand-painted taper candle holder, and it's very lovely. I am sort of scanning. I think I'm a bit overwhelmed by how many cool vintage things there are here, but I'm also overwhelmed by the prices. I noticed this little creamer, it's hand painted as well, for $1 plus, more my speed. I took a look at this little guy, this figurine. I think I was just, the little hair flip right there reminded me of Alfalfa from the Little Rascals for some reason. I just thought I'd take a look at it. It was definitely had some age. It was a little bank, not the kind of item I pick up very often, so I moved on. Just stepping back so you get a sense of all the different things there. There's a lot of cool vintage things here, but the prices are just prohibitive. This little carnival glass lidded trinket jar, I think they were asking like $13 for it. The most recent price sold price that I saw on eBay was $18 or $19. Here's some more lusterware, some lusterware bowls, also very pretty. These ducks look to me like possibly Korean wedding ducks. They are carved and they are nice quality. One of them had a damage on the beak though, which is why I moved on. And then I noticed this figurine here. It looked possibly like Jim Shore. It's actually by an artist named G. Debrecht. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Anyway, they're asking $23 plus. The most recent comparable angel sold on eBay was $18. Can't do it. Cart review. In addition to these glass storage containers for myself, I've got this pineapple puzzle box. It's really cute. Underneath it is a Bob's Boxes box. Then this cute little hand-painted wooden bird. We've got the green marble vase that I'm paying up for a bit. And we've also got the iridescent glass fish. So that's our haul for today.
I almost drove away without doing an outro, so I'm in the next door parking lot. But I wanted to just say, got a couple of nice things, but definitely the St. Vinny's has some people there that are possibly resellers themselves. They know the market, or antiquers, or, you know, people who really like vintage. They know the market and they price things up accordingly. That whole last set of shelves had fantastic things, but it was all priced too high for me for reselling. I really have to keep my margins low. I have to buy source really inexpensively in order to make money because I'm small potatoes. So so lots of cool stuff. I had to rush at the end. I wish I could have looked at some of those things more, but you know, I got a couple nice things, so happy with what I got, and hope you had fun seeing all this stuff. Like my channel, subscribe and comment, and come back again. Thrift on Siblings, we'll do it again.